Hey guys. Today I am taking you along with me, not the sink dripping. Today is Sunday, April 16th, and I wanted to take you guys around with me as I spend the rest of my day doing some planty things. We literally just had two 90-degree days where I live, and honestly seeing how fast the bugs have come out has me shook. So I definitely want to get all of my bug catchers out because it's time. I have a few propagations I want to pot up and just a few cool updates that I want to show you. So let's get into it. First, we need a beverage though because I stay thirsty. Honestly, I was just sick last week again. Not that I was sick recently. The last time I was sick was in November or December when I had the flu. And then I was just sick last week on Easter, literally dead on Easter. Still had a good time. So honestly, I've just been trying to stay as hydrated as I possibly can because I hate being sick. Anyone who knows me knows that being sick is like, literally just throw me away. But I don't feel like making a smoothie. Or do I? No, I don't want to make a smoothie. But I did get my groceries delivered today, so I have some drinks in my refrigerator that I want to try. This is a kombucha, literally the best kombucha I've ever had in my entire life. I would drink this, but I drink these honestly a little bit too much, so I might pass on this. But this is by the brand called Co. It's filled with probiotics. And if you have a soda addiction, I think this would help you kick it because this is honestly better than soda. But I just had these two drinks delivered this morning by Suja, if that's how you say it. One has cucumber, celery, grapefruit, green chard, and lettuce. And then this one has purified water, lemon, ginger, and pineapple. I kind of want to try the green one or the yellow one. Which one should I try? I don't know. This is uber greens. Let's do the greens one. I'm gonna taste test this for you. Oh, that definitely smells like cucumbers for sure. Honestly, I juiced a cucumber and I tried to put the juice in some of my smoothies, and cucumber is just so overbearing, so I'm kind of nervous for this. It's really not that good. I think I need to put lemon juice in here or something. No, because I literally can't. Now it tastes like a pickle. Because it was cucumbery, now it's sour. It tastes like a pickle. But I'm gonna drink this because I bought it. 0 out of 10. It's probably gonna make me feel great, but this is not good. Like at all. Grapefruit is the only fruit in it, so I should have known this was gonna be disgusting. I need some pineapple and some mango. Ah! Okay, moving on, I wanted to update you, and the main reason why we're in the kitchen is because there's some plants in the kitchen, including my herbs. My herbs have sprouted that quick, literally in the course of a week, which isn't that surprising because they are seeds, so I did expect them to sprout, but I'm so excited. Guys, look at my basil. Isn't it so cute? He's growing. Yay, I can't wait. And this is some of my thyme. So this is some basil, this is thyme. They do look different. How freaking cute. And honestly, I don't even turn on the system that much because the light is wicked bright. I didn't notice until it became nighttime when I filmed my last video just how bright it was, like it illuminated the entire room, which I guess is good because I can put little plants around it, which I did. But my point is just that you don't even have to have it turned on all the time. I do have the pump on all the time just because I think it's very beneficial to have some air circulating through the water. But my seeds did sprout in regular room lighting, so if you didn't want to have the LED light attached, you wouldn't have to. But overall, I really have been loving my new little setup. It's so cute and aesthetic. I love it. And before we get out of the kitchen, I just wanted to show you the Hoya that I have in my kitchen window now. I don't usually like to have plants in here, especially in the summertime, because I feel like this is the bug window. Like, bugs love this window. Let me not speak that into existence, but look at how nice this Hoya is growing. Oh my god, those leaves are so perfect, and they're new. They're so silky. But look at how beautiful. Oh my god, I can't even deal with this. Hoya obovata have stolen my heart. Oh, we have a little dead leaf, which is so rare. My Hoya obovata never have any dead leaves. Let me knock on. Where's the wood? But my Hoya obovata rarely have any leaves that are dead. So when they do, I'm like, oh no. And I tend to it immediately. She definitely needs some water. Should we make some plant water really quick? Yeah. Send me blooming vibes. Like, I need some blooms in my house this summer. I think I would actually croak. I know I've said that in the past, but like, I've had Hoya for so long now. I think 3 years, and I need a bloom. Okay, so usually I fill this up and then I pour some into my watering jug. But I thought this was 1 gallon and it says 3 liters. Is 3 liters 1 gallon? Hey Siri.
1 gallon is 3.79 liters.
Why do I always do stuff like this? If you guys hear leaking, my kitchen sink is leaking. And I know I should tell my landlord, but my landlord is my sister. So I'm just going to drop. Some people be so mean. They're like, why don't you check the measurements? Why don't you listen when people give you advice? Like, this is all just for fun. Everybody chill. We're vibing over here. Boop, boop, boop. 3 is a lucky number. I think my plants I'm struggling with threw people for a loop. They thought all my plants were dying. I have a lot of plants. And those just were the ones that I was struggling with, which was like 8 plants out of 88 plants, you know? Why am I torturing myself? I still have a residual cough because I was sick. Like I said, I'm so dramatic when I'm sick. Like, I never stop talking about it. Whew. If you hear noises like that, my sister's working on the yard, so can't control that. Another sip. This is like not something you can get used to. I've barely made a dent. So we got our water in here, our planty water. And when I put that there, I saw how dry this plant was. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe water the plant and not yourself, April. I always make a mess when I'm doing plant stuff. I need to grab my yoga mat because these knees are not 21 anymore. I can't believe I'm 28 now. It's so crazy. Like me being near 30. Damn! This is the thick one. I always double up on my yoga mat when I actually do yoga, but this one's good. This is just a little Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. It's a propagation from, who knows? Who knows at this point? I think I'm 3 years into my plant journey now, which is so crazy. Like, it's gone by so fast, but I don't know. I feel like I've come a long, long, long way. Oh my god, I'm gonna be burping up cucumber all day. Disgusting. Bug catchers. Oh wait, let me put them back in this pot. No distractions. I was just listening to Theo. What's his name? I was just listening to Theo. He's on TikTok. It's a buff guy who's gay and he goes to the gym and he smokes cigarettes. Literally dying at this clip because his name is Leo Skeppy, and his podcast is called Aware and Aggravated. My god. But I love his podcast. I just started listening to it and it's really good. And today he was just talking about how when he's doing content, he just turns his phone off because he needs to be able to focus. And I realized that I have a really big problem with focusing. I constantly let things distract me and I'm really, really working on it. So let's turn my phone on. Do not disturb. Not disturb is on. And now we're focused. But really quickly, I just wanted to go over what I'm using to keep the bugs away from me and my plants this summer in my home, because I know I'm not the only one who's deathly afraid of bugs. Honestly, things that fly and crawl really scare me. So I wanted to help the people who share the same fear, just don't like bugs being in their house in general. You cannot keep bugs out of your house in the summertime no matter what. Like, the craziest bugs be in my house. Let me grab my first and favorite thing I love to use in the summertime. So this is a bug zapper, but it's not just any bug zapper because it comes with a stand like this. So you can sit it on a surface anywhere, which I freaking love because who wants to be holding this? Or like when I'm getting ready, sometimes I'll put it like by my desk just so that if any bugs want to come disturb me, they get zapped right away. But this is also really cool because when you turn it on, you're not going to be able to see really, but there's a purple glow meaning that it's on and it can stay on like that. So yeah, just having this around in the summertime when a big ass wasp is flying through my house, I feel a lot more protected. We've had an apple tree outside of this house probably for the past 20 years. There's a bunch of flowers. We usually grow a huge sunflower in the summertime. So it's really just bee central, and I have a feeling that there's bees in the walls. Like, there's nests everywhere. But honestly, thanks to TikTok, I've been learning so many cool facts about bees, but I'm still really, really scared of like the hornets and the wasps, which is what I see more of. Like, I don't see like the little yellow jacket, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, I don't really see the yellow jacket bees really. I see more wasp and hornets. So that's really, really scary. And sometimes I even get the flying ants. Like those flying ants, they always look like a wasp. Do they sting? I don't know. But having this around really makes me feel so much better. This was sent to me last summer by, what brand was this? I will link it in my Amazon storefront just in case you want to get it. I've had several bug zappers, let me tell you. The $5 ones from Joblot, the $20 ones from Amazon. I can't remember how much this one was, but I will link it like I said, and it's the best bug zapper I've had. So convenient. Moving on, something I've mentioned before is a catchy. I have a couple of these around my house and I think I've had them for maybe over 2 years now, and they're really helpful if you want to stick them like on your plant shelf. If you have a plant that has like a bunch of fungus gnats around it, this would be really good to stick there. I honestly don't really have that problem with fungus gnats anymore thanks to moving my collection to full semihydro, but for the bugs that be around the sink or like in your bathroom, like just like little flies at like wet areas, these are so good to have. I keep one in my kitchen all summer and it really just helps like any little bugs that fly into the window that are trying to get to my fruits or anything. So what you do is plug it in and there's gonna be a little light that comes on in this area. It's a purple light and it attracts the bugs and they go down into this little fan area and then they get stuck down here. You open this and that's where all the bugs will be. Gross, I know. But it's really easy to just dump that in the trash and replace it with a new one. I really like having these, honestly. These weren't sent to me. I actually bought these on my own when I was dealing with a major fungus gnat problem. Thank God I don't deal with that anymore. How freaking cool. I literally say the same thing about everything. I need to switch up my vocabulary. Anyways, so this brand name Cocket sent me this bug zapper. I'm guessing they were watching my videos and they're like, this girl needs something. So they sent me this bug zapper that stands up and you can see that the bugs will fly into this and get zapped, which is honestly just so amazing. I don't know why all these bees be in my house. I think my windows aren't really sealed that well, honestly. Like, I can hear the wind really loudly coming through my windows. But in order to make myself feel better, I need some bug catching things. I also just bought some Irish Spring soap to dribble into my windowsills because, again, TikTok has taught me that Irish Spring soap is really good for keeping away bugs. Even though this plant guy or this bug guy, he actually stitched that TikTok saying that it's bad for the bugs' bodies, and well, I don't care. They need to stay out of my house. But this is by Cocket, an indoor insect killer. Eliminates mosquitoes, flies, moths, and biting insects. See? The biting. 20 watts, 3 years warranty. It covers up to 6,000 square feet. No chemicals, no fumes, no smells, no sprays, no masks. Protective cage to prevent accidental contact with grid by people or pets. Yes, because I don't want to get zapped. Wire chain for hanging. Oh, you can hang it or put it on a flat surface. I'm probably gonna hang this eventually. Probably not today, but I am going to hang it because the bugs be flying mostly. So yeah, anyways. Removable washable tray for collecting dead insects. That's good that it's reusable because nothing's worse than having to keep buying more of the same thing. Like, I'm trying to eliminate that. And it's designed for indoors use, living room, kitchens, bedrooms, basements, enclosed garages, warehouses, cafes, restaurants, shops, offices, hospitals, and more. And it comes with 2 extra bulbs, so let's open this. I have had this for a week now, but like I said, I was sick, so I didn't get to open it. This looks like some hanging material. 2-pack. This looks like the replacement bulbs. Well, it literally says they're replacement bulbs. Oh my gosh! Look at this. How lucky am I? Thank you so much, Cocket. I really appreciate this but this is what it looks like. This is super freaking cool. It has one of these kind of plugs, so you know I need some major juice. Just kidding. I don't know if this plug means that. I just be saying shit sometimes. I'm not gonna plug this in now. I just wanted to open it. Just really wanted to tell you guys what I'm using for bugs because they can become a problem, especially when you have plants. I just realized that every time I go to sip it, it's probably separated. Like, look at how much clear juice, and then that's a thick. I was probably supposed to shake it before I drink it this whole time. Let me taste it again. Oh my god, that is vile. Okay, what next, what next, what next? So my Philodendron verrucosum. Let's see how she's doing. Well, she's doing good. That's why I'm showing you her. So my Philodendron verrucosum has been out of the greenhouse for over a month now because she has grown. How long has she grown? I would definitely say over a foot long now. I don't know if you guys remember when I got this plant. I think I posted a video propagating and staking my Philodendron verrucosum, and I literally chopped it all the way down to just this leaf right here, and it was only up to this nub right here. So since then, it's put out all of these leaves and it's so big. Like, I can't even fit the whole thing in the frame. We do have a leaf that's currently coming out, which I'm so excited about. But I honestly feel like I need to propagate this plant eventually because how long is it gonna grow? You know? But if you did watch that video, I lost every single propagation that I propagated from my Philodendron verrucosum, which was very, very sad. I was so upset about that. So I'm kind of scared to propagate it. If you guys have any propagation tips about propagating a Philodendron verrucosum specifically, let your girl know, because this has always been kind of a difficult plant for me. And since it's been growing so well, I really just want to be able to take the best care of it. So let me know if you have any tips for this plant and propagating it, because I would like more of them, but you know, I'm just really nervous. I do not want to lose all those propagations. There was so many beautiful leaves that I lost, and I don't want that to happen again. I might as well update you on my Philodendron mammii. We just got this leaf right here, which is damn near perfect. I'm so happy. I mean, not as big as the leaves that I've got in the past, but it's a lot better than these bleach leaves that I've got. And look at this, a normal growth point putting out a nice leaf, I can already tell. I'm super excited, and honestly, I still get comments to this day telling me, your mammii is a crawler, it's not a climber. Guys, I have let it climb, I have let it crawl, and the best thing for my plant personally is to let it climb, because anytime I let this plant crawl, the leaves just start coming out crazily. And I think it's because it's just trying so hard to support itself without breaking, that it's putting more energy into that than better leaves. So it is staked up on a little bamboo stick. It's not growing into it or anything, but it's just being supported, because that's definitely what my plant needs. Okay, since we're talking about all of my philodendron, we're done with that. We're done with that. We are done with that. I drank half, so whatever. That is disgusting. Nastiest thing I ever drank. Well, I just really don't like cucumber. But while we're on the subject of philodendron, I just wanted to show you that my El Chaco Red, so pretty, but she's putting out a new leaf. I love how red it is when it's first coming out. A lot of people say that their El Chaco Red lose their red after a while, but if you look at the backs of most of my leaves, most of them are still red. Super cool though, because the roots start off as red as well, and then they fade over time. Like, look at how bright that red root is. So pretty. I'm really loving all of my philodendron right now, except for we did have a tragedy recently with my Bro Marks Fantasy that I have not even mentioned yet, because I was literally just in shock when I looked in my greenhouse the other day and saw this. So my Philodendron Bro Marks Fantasy actually lost a leaf. Like, are you kidding? I haven't been able to take this little piece off. Oh! I was walking over to my greenhouse the other day, or the other week, and I noticed one of the leaves that literally was just like rotted. Like, there were yellow spots all in the leaf. And then I just tried to leave it there so the rest of the plant can soak up the nutrients. Then I got scared thinking there were pests on it, so I rinsed off the entire plant. And it looks like this leaf is kind of yellowing too a little bit, like on the back. Let me see if you can see that. Like, it looks like it's yellowing a little bit, so I'm a little bit nervous. I did do a peroxide wash with it, and I did cut back on the water. I think I left too much water in the pot for too long, and I was meaning to dump that water out, but it kind of just slipped my mind as the days went by until I saw that leaf. So I immediately dumped all of the water out for like a day. I did the peroxide wash, and I just recently started watering her again, and I'm keeping the water level pretty low because I think it was just root rot. There were a few roots that were rotted upon inspection. So other than that, all of my philodendrons seem to be doing very well, but I really hope nothing happens to this guy. Like, even this leaf at the bottom, like, what is happening? My El Chaco is always drinking. Oh, why do I keep spilling water everywhere? Come on now. There we go. She's replenished. Moving on, look at how much growth my Hoya serpents have put out. I'm honestly astonished because when I propagated that plant, as I've told you several times, that was an emergency prop. So I'm really excited to see that this actually was successful. I think I lost one little leaf out of all of those propagations this whole entire time. So I honestly feel really lucky. I have this one, and then we have this one that's putting out some growth. Look at those leaves. You can tell the lighter leaves are the newer growth. So that one has a little bit of growth. There's some up there as well. I also have this one. Not as much growth, but I still see a little leaf there. There's a little one over there. So super, super exciting. There is a little bit of algae forming, so I might have to cover these soon. I have this guy who's obviously putting out some growth as well. Super excited. I literally check these every day, and when it's super sunny, I stick them in the windowsill all day, which I think is really, really helping. I did want to show you another windowsill Hoya. Look at these leaves, guys. They're incredible. Oh, this is new. Feels like rubber, like fresh, or like wax or something. Oh, it's a wax plant. You can totally tell why they call this a wax plant, but look at how crazy. Let me take it out of the pot. So this plant is in this little pot. If I can find some footage of when I first potted this up, I'll stick that in here. But look at how much this has grown. Look at how bushy this is. This is my ideal Hoya. A lot of my bigger Hoya, I think I was telling you guys, aren't my favorite. I still love them to death, but they're not my favorite because they're not as compact as my window Hoya. And I think one of these are definitely gonna bloom for me. And just look at how much more speckled the leaves are. Anytime I'm having an issue with any of my Hoya, I stick them in a window. Another little leaf coming out right here. I love how they start off dark purple and then they get to this eventually. How gorgeous. This needs water really bad though. I do have to water this one quite frequently, but I'm hoping it blooms for me, so I'm really trying not to repot it. Did I even put water in? Oh my god. Okay, I think it needs more than that though. It's nice and watered. I have this Hoya obovata right here that is absolutely gorgeous. I just love it in this little pot. I think I potted this up on camera with you guys, but I can't be sure. She just put out this leaf up here, or this set of leaves up here, which you can tell are getting a lot of sun by those little marks. But yeah, I do have this bigger Hoya right here. And I also have this one here that we used to have on a macrame, but I actually took it off of it because I didn't like the way it looked. But it's definitely putting out some new leaves. It's not in a window. And this is exactly what I mean about my Hoya obovata doing better in windows. The other ones have a lot more splashiness. They're a lot more round, and this one is kind of like small and not splashy at all. So I'm telling you again, stick your Hoya in a macrame in the window. This is growing, but not as fast as I would like it to. But it does have new growth, like that little leaf right there. Got a new little set of leaves right here. But I stopped putting stuff that's this heavy in my windows because it just feels dangerous. Okay, moving on. Okay, I have a really exciting update and it has to do with my alocasia Jacqueline. Look, she actually put out 2 new little leaves, not from that main stalk that we have right there, but those 2 little growth points that I had showed you in a couple of videos ago. They actually turned into little leaves and I'm so excited because I really thought this plant was a goner. But I remember one of you guys told me not to worry about it at all, that alocasia go dormant, and to just cut back on the watering. So I did exactly that. And not to mention this stalk, let me feel it. It's starting to feel a little mushy though. Oh no, it feels a little mushy, guys. It does, it feels a little mushy. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I don't know how well you can see, but there are oops, I just touched one. There are so many growth points around this alocasia Jacqueline. I'm gonna have a little pot of alocasia Jacqueline soon, and I'm so excited. If you guys remember my little tiny alocasia Jacqueline that I had, I didn't even have a leaf this size. So I'm super excited to see that this plant is growing, and I will keep updating you on it. This Philodendron mammei right here needs to be started over. It just looks crusty. And if you notice, this one's not supported at all, and this is what it looks like. So when I tell you that it needs support, like it definitely does. It looks terrible. Let's propagate this, and then I wanted to finally pot up these propagations just because I'm sick of looking at these and watering them every other day. I don't know what it is about these propagations, but they're soaking up water like no other. So let's get these out of here. Oh, and there's the tiniest, cutest new leaf on here. Look at how tiny that is. Okay, I'm literally just gonna cut this right off of the pond. So like right down here, oops, right down here. Can't really see, but it's okay. I'm gonna cut this nasty yellow leaf off. Ew. There's one cut, look at that. Like, look at this next leaf that was coming out. What is going on? And I have this one as well. I think I'm just gonna propagate them in water like this, like just straight down into water. I just stuck them in this little vessel and I'm gonna fill it up with some water. Looks crazy. Oh my gosh. Not on the work laptop, oh my gosh. And I'll put a couple of drops of Clone X gel. All of my labels are messed up. I need to fix them. Just right in there. Give it a little twirl. Okay, I have these 2 containers to pot up the props, just in case they all don't fit in one of them. And I was gonna use, yeah, I probably should use clean pond. I was gonna be gross and use the pond that I just cut the mammei off of. Let me not. I got my bucket of pond. Let's take out some of these. I'm gonna just give it a little squeeze. Trying not to make a mess. Oh, they're really stuck. Oh, this one's not stuck at all. Where are the roots? Just kidding, there's some roots in there, but not that many. Might have to put that one back. But I know some of these are like super, super rooted. Like, look at this. I could barely get that out. So I'm just trying to give it a little squeeze. Oh, there we go. There goes one right there. So he's gonna get potted up. I just feel like they're gonna do a lot better potted up because they're growing in there, but not as fast as I want them to. So I just put one there and hung it off the side. Or should we do the smaller pot? I think I should use the smaller pot since the roots aren't as crazy as I thought they would be. That's better. Here's a big one. Of course, it's the more green leaves because those grow easier. And here's another green one with some roots. This is what I have going on currently, and I'm just gonna backfill. It's a big ass piece of leca. And there we go. I'm so excited to watch this grow. I showed you guys my other Hoya Crimson Princess in my last video or the video before that. And it's just growing so well and it's so pretty, so I can't wait to have another one. Somebody tell me why my Philodendron Burrow Marks Fantasy Propagation, like this leaf never fully hardened off. Like it doesn't look like this one. Why doesn't it look like this one? Why does it look like this? Hopefully the next leaf that comes out is good and it's not all small and dull, you know? But that does bring me to the end of today's video. Give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Mother of Plants. And until my next video, bye guys. Everything is getting heavy. Can you see this? Why isn't it focusing? Oh no. Oh no, baby. Okay, let's go because I really want to set up my bug catchers because they're out here. And they're coming for me and you and our plants.